Jeff Francoeur. Here we are talking about some of the best pranks in baseball. To you, what makes a good prank? I know you know a thing or two about them.
Yeah, I do. I think it's different. You know, one of them could be kind of the way you do it. Obviously, you got to be able to, keep it serious. You know, you don't want to give it away, and then how many people are involved. There's lots of good ways to do it. You know, there's pranks that last a couple hours, and then like the one on me can last up to 2-3 weeks.
Do you enjoy being on the pranking side or actually doing the planning of it?
No, I usually enjoy doing the planning of it, and I think that's why everybody got such a good kick when they got me, because I was actually on the prank side for once.
That's right. So you're talking about the time when you were in AAA, El Paso. Your teammates told you that Jorge Reyes, he was deaf.
Yeah.
And you fell for it, but everybody was in it.
Everybody was, so that was the only good thing. It's not like it was just one guy. The whole team was in on it, so it made me feel a little better.
And you said that was for what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, like 16 days.
When you saw that video that they put together about you, were you shocked or were you surprised or were you getting a good laugh or what was your response?
No, I was really surprised that they were all able to hold it together that long and be that serious about it. But, you know, it was impressive.
On the scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade that prank on you in El Paso?
Well, I would 9.
9?
Yeah, I can't go full 10 just because it was against me.
What could have made it a 10?
Done it to somebody else, not me.
How about the one where they locked you? What was that inside? Was that the bathroom or the manager's
Yeah,
room?
that was all right. That was a 5. That was a 5.
And you eventually got out and you went through the ceiling.
Exactly, that's why. Yeah, if I couldn't have got out that quick, then maybe it'd have been higher, but I did get out pretty quick.
How did you know to go through the ceiling?
Gotta figure the ceiling's gotta go somewhere. That was the only way out.
The next prank, Kyle Kendrick, 2008, spring training. He's with the Phillies. Gets called into Charlie Manuel's office. They tell him he's traded to Japan. They have a press conference, have him sign all of the papers and say that he's going to Japan, and they got him pretty good.
8.
8?
8 because it's amazing that Kyle didn't know that. Obviously, you can't just trade yourself to Japan without your consent. You know, it's not like another major league team. You know, you have to give consent to go over there. So, first off, the fact that he did that was pretty stupid. And then second of all, the way they got him, like I said, I'm giving that one an 8.
And do you think it was a good idea how they had all the flight details
great.
and everything
it was
for
great.
him? That's kind of one of the...
Yeah, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
The next one, Mike Trout. This before he made it to the big leagues. He's in spring training, and Jared Weaver, his teammate, put onto the scoreboard his cell phone number and said for fans to call him directly with baseball questions. Good, bad, what you got?
Giving that one, give that one a 6.
A 6?
Yeah, it's original. You know, I'm sure people have done that before, giving away phone numbers. I think it would have been better if he did it now, because of course thousands of people would be calling him now. So if you'd have done it now, I'd have given him probably an 8 or 9.
How would you feel if somebody did that to you and then you'd have to go and change your phone number? You have to.
I'd be hot.
How about in 1992, Joe Carter, member of the Toronto Blue Jays at the time, drove out Derek Bell's car onto the field, had it driven out, his SUV, as a giveaway to one lucky fan, and Derek Bell was in the dugout, baffled.
I gotta go pretty heavy on this one. I'm going with the 9 on this one for the sole fact that, I mean, if I was sitting in there and all of a sudden I saw my SUV out there to give away, I would flip. It's a great one.
Did you see Derek Bell's response?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
It's great, right? It literally looked like he thought his car was being given away.
Exactly, he did, and that's what I'm saying. I think when it goes that smoothly, you got to give it a good score.
So here we go. David Ortiz and Corey Koski, they were teammates in the early 2000s on the Minnesota Twins. During spring training, Koski put ice and peanut butter inside of David Ortiz's pants. So when he put them on, he didn't even notice. And then once he finally did notice, David Ortiz, he was in such a rush, I guess, grabbed into the pants, gets the ice out, didn't even realize the peanut butter until a little bit later on. Apparently he was pretty mad about it.
So I'm going 5 on that.
5?
It's okay, you know. There's not a lot of thought that has to go into that, and the fact that he got mad kills it a little more, because usually you want people to take it, you know, with a grain of salt and blah blah blah. But I think that's a good one. Not a lot of thought, so 5.
So out of the 5 that we spoke about, including yours, what are some of the like best pranks that you've seen, that you've heard during your time in the big leagues or even minor leagues?
Well, I think I got one for you that I love to hear is Jonathan Broxton, Everett Tiford, when I was with the Royals, kind of was playing a joke on him with his pants, calling him, a little bigger or fat, blah, blah, blah. And Broxton did not take it lightly. And one day after practice, Everett went out to his car and there was 1,000 grasshoppers in his car. Jonathan Broxton went to like PetSmart and bought 1,000 grasshoppers and poured them all into his car. And it took him like close to 2 hours to vacuum the last one out.
We've heard of popcorn, we've heard of other things being thrown into the car like bubble gum, but grasshoppers.
That's pretty intense. That was probably one of my favorite ones I've seen at this level.
You'd have to imagine that would probably leave some like dirty whatever.
Oh my God, who knows
inside
what's
the
in
car
there?
on the
Who
leather.
knows what's in there after 1,000 grasshoppers in your car? So that was one of the better ones. And I want to see someone come up with something brand new.
What would really wow you if you heard that somebody pulled a certain prank or something that you're waiting for somebody to do?
The deaf one to me was pretty good. I always like when people mess with people's cars. I think that's funny.
Since the deaf one, have you kind of second guessed anytime anybody ever asks you to do something, or maybe
no doubt.
anytime you meet somebody new?
It's gonna be tough for someone to get me now. Trust me, I'm very, very cautious.